It sounds almost magical, doesn't it? This idea that what belongs to you will simply find you. But, this isn't really about some kind of passive destiny. It's actually rooted in a profound Stoic truth.
Right.
So the real question we're diving into today is, what does truly belong to us? Because, once we figure that out, the universe, in a way, seems to align.
Exactly. And that's our mission for this deep dive, really.
Yeah.
To unpack the core tenets of Stoicism, to understand what belonging genuinely means in that Stoic sense.
Moving beyond just external stuff.
Precisely, beyond possessions, focusing on those internal virtues that define us. The ultimate goal here is to see how this understanding can lead you to, unparalleled personal growth, incredible resilience, and just a profound sense of clarity in your own life.
Yeah, clarity is a big one. And we're drawing our insights from a really great set of sources called Stoicism, discovering what truly belongs to you. These pieces, they really eliminate these powerful principles, and we're excited to explore their wisdom with you. So let's get started.
Let's do it.
So to really grasp this idea of belonging, we first need to understand the philosophical bedrock it rests on. Maybe you can set the stage for us. Tell us about the foundations of Stoicism.
Absolutely. So Stoicism, it's an ancient philosophy. It popped up in Athens around the 3rd century BCE, founded by Zeno of Citium.
Zeno, right.
And later on, figures like the statesman Seneca and even the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, they really popularized its teachings, made it more accessible.
And at its core, it offers a surprisingly, radical thought for many today. Stoicism teaches that virtue, wisdom, self-control, these aren't just good ideas for life.
No, they're essential.
They are, in fact, the only true good, which means things like, wealth, fame, even physical health.
Right.
Well, nice to have, maybe.
Yeah, preferred, they'd say.
Preferred, right. But ultimately considered indifferent. That's a huge reorientation of what matters, isn't it?
It really is. A fundamental shift. The Stoics believed that these external things, what do you call it, indifference, they couldn't ultimately guarantee a good life. Why? Because they are fundamentally beyond our total control.
Okay.
The only thing truly within our power, our judgments, our thoughts, how we choose to act, and focusing on that, on what's controllable, that's the path. It's the way to achieve inner peace and build resilience against, whatever life throws our way.
So it's about choosing reason over just raw emotion, promoting a more balanced approach.
Exactly. A balanced approach to all of life's challenges, the ups and the downs.
In today's world, which often feels chaotic, unpredictable, this philosophy feels remarkably relevant still.
It really does. It offers very practical tools for personal development, for emotional well-being, helps you navigate life with greater clarity and purpose.
And this distinction, this is key, right? Between what's in our control and what isn't, that's fundamental to understanding what truly belongs to us in the Stoic view.
That's precisely it. The Stoic concept of belonging, it absolutely transcends just external stuff, mere possessions.
Right.
While, sure, material items might offer some temporary satisfaction, maybe comfort, true belonging, according to Stoicism, it's deeply rooted in our personal values, our character.
So, okay, if everything external, your job, your house, your car, maybe even your physical health can ultimately be taken away or change, what truly remains? What's left?
Well, the Stoics argue that the only things that genuinely, truly belong to you are the virtues you build within.
Like an internal fortress.
That's a good way to put it. An internal fortress against external chaos. What genuinely belongs to us are those qualities we cultivate inside: wisdom, courage, integrity, justice, temperance, those cardinal virtues.
Okay.
These are the things that shape our identity, they guide our actions, and ultimately, they define our true sense of belonging in the world, not where we live or what we own.
That's a powerful distinction. So if these internal virtues are our true belonging, how do we actually cultivate them? Is it like building a muscle, something we actively work on, not just waiting for good character to find us?
It's absolutely like building a muscle. It requires discipline, practice, consistent effort.
Right. And how does that connect for someone listening right now?
Well, it raises an important question for you listening. What values truly resonate with you? What really matters deep down? How do those values influence your decisions, your daily choices? By actively trying to align your choices with your authentic self and diligently cultivating these virtues, you start to discover a deeper sense of belonging, one that enriches your journey, fosters lasting fulfillment, and maybe reveals what was always meant to be yours anyway.
Okay, so if our virtues are what truly belong to us, What about everything else? The stuff we can't control, the curveballs life throws. That's where another powerful Stoic concept comes in, right? Amor fati.
Amor fati, yes.
Yeah.
Which translates roughly as love of fate.
Love of fate sounds intense.
It is. And it isn't just about passive acceptance, like shrugging your shoulders. It's actually a radical invitation to actively love everything that happens. The good, the bad, the unexpected, all of it.
Wow. Love the bad stuff, too.
It's seeing every event, even the difficult ones, as essential raw material for building character, as something necessary for your unique journey, rather than wishing it were different, fighting against reality.
That's a profound challenge, though. I mean, most of us naturally resist setbacks, right? We get angry, frustrated.
Well, of course, it's human.
But if you're faced with, say, an unexpected obstacle, maybe a project at work gets completely derailed, or even just, a flat tire on the way to an important meeting. Instead of just seeing it as a burden, Amor fati encourages you to view it differently, maybe as an opportunity for growth or redirection you didn't expect.
Exactly. And that mindset shift, it can literally transform your experience of the event. It can dramatically reduce anxiety and frustration.
Because you're not fighting it anymore.
Precisely. This approach allows you to navigate life with greater clarity, greater strength. When you stop fighting reality and start embracing it, loving it even, as an integral part of your path, you essentially allow opportunities, lessons, maybe even greater peace to find you.
How so?
Because you've stopped resisting their arrival. You're open. It leads to a more fulfilling existence, ultimately, because you're no longer wasting energy railing against what you simply cannot change.
Okay, but here's a critical balance, I think. We shouldn't mistake amor fati for just being passive. Right?
Absolutely not.
The Stoic view isn't about just sitting back and letting things happen to you. Taking action is crucial, too. It actively balances that acceptance with proactive behavior.
At the vital distinction, yes. While we must accept what we cannot control, the external events, other people's actions, we also have this profound responsibility to act in ways that align with our values, our virtues.
The things that do belong to us.
Exactly. This means recognizing that our choices, our actions, they directly shape our lives. We have to take ownership of them. It's how we cultivate those internal virtues we were just talking about. Through action.
So give us some examples. What does that look like? Stoic action.
Well, it could be practicing radical kindness, even when it's difficult. Showing unwavering resilience when adversity strikes. Not giving up. Relentlessly pursuing knowledge and understanding. These are all concrete actions that reflect Stoic virtues.
And when you embody these principles, it's not just about you, is it?
Not at all. You're not just enhancing your own life.
Yeah.
You're positively impacting everyone around you, your community, your family, your colleagues.
So how do these actions then lead to things finding you? Circling back to our theme.
Well, think about it. When you consistently act in alignment with your virtues, with integrity, courage, wisdom, you become the kind of person who is prepared for opportunities when they arise.
You're ready.
You're ready. You can creatively solve problems because you're thinking clearly. You naturally attract positive interactions because people trust and respect that character. It's not magic. It's more like the natural consequence of being proactive and virtuous.
That makes sense.
And this encourages us, all of us, to reflect on our own choices. Do they align with our deepest values? Embracing the power of action means knowing that each step you take, guided by your true self, by those virtues, can lead to personal growth and a more meaningful existence for you and for others.
Okay, so we have acceptance of the uncontrollable and proactive action within our control. But beyond that external action, the Stoics also place a huge emphasis on the inner world, the mind.
Mindfulness and presence.
Right. How does cultivating this internal awareness play into discovering what truly belongs to us?
Mindfulness plays such a vital role in this Stoic quest. Why? Because being present, truly present in the moment, allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without immediate judgment.
Just noticing them.
Just noticing. And this fosters a deeper understanding of ourselves, which is absolutely essential for identifying our core values, and then crucially, aligning our actions with them. It's often in those quiet moments of reflection that our deepest virtues, the things that truly belong to us, become clear.
Yeah, but it's not always easy to quiet the mind, is it? Especially in our busy, noisy world. Are there practical techniques? Things the Stoics might have recognized, or that we can use today?
Oh, absolutely. Think about simple techniques like focused breathing exercises. Just taking a few deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed. Or consciously taking a moment to pause and reflect throughout your day. especially before reacting to something challenging.
Instead of just knee-jerk reactions.
Exactly. These aren't just modern mindfulness fads. The Stoics deeply understood the power of self-observation and reflection. By incorporating practices like these, even small ones, you can cultivate a heightened awareness of your internal landscape.
And that awareness helps how?
Well, ultimately, it enables you to respond thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally. It helps you navigate life with more clarity and purpose. And, crucially for our topic, it helps you uncover what genuinely belongs to you by understanding your internal reactions, your triggers, and your deeply held values.
And speaking of understanding, perspective seems like another really powerful tool in the Stoic toolkit. It shapes how we see everything, including what belongs to us.
Definitely. The Stoic practice of reframing challenges, seeing them not just as obstacles but as opportunities for personal growth, is absolutely essential.
Okay.
When faced with difficulties, viewing them through a different lens, a different perspective, can completely transform our experience. It can reveal strengths we didn't even know we had.
Let's use that tangible example again, the job loss. It's easy to see that purely as a devastating setback, right? That's often the natural first reaction.
Understandably so.
But a Stoic perspective invites you to reframe it. Actively look for the opportunity within it. Perhaps it's the chance to explore that completely new career path you secretly dreamed of.
Or develop new skills, yeah.
Or develop new skills, or maybe even launch that entrepreneurial idea you've been sitting on for years. It becomes less about what you lost and more about what new possibilities have now, in a sense, found you because of this event.
Precisely. That shift in perspective can lead to far more positive outcomes and certainly greater resilience over time. It encourages you to adopt what we now call a growth mindset.
Right.
Recognizing that every challenge, no matter how difficult it seems in the moment, is actually an opportunity for learning and self-discovery.
So the profound realization here is maybe that our true strength, our true belonging, isn't tied to the external job or situation. It's always within us, that capacity to adapt and grow, regardless of what happens. Is that kind of the ultimate resilience Stoicism offers?
I think that's a huge part of it, yes. That inner citadel, as they sometimes called it.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the individual internal virtues, acceptance, action, perspective. But Stoicism wasn't just navel-gazing, was it? It also places significant importance on our relationships, on community.
Oh, very much so. It teaches us that we aren't isolated beings. We're social creatures. We truly thrive in connection with others.
That seems almost counterintuitive sometimes, thinking of the lone Stoic figure.
Yeah, that's a bit of a caricature. It's not just about close family and friends either. Stoicism extends this outward with the concept of cosmopolitanism. Meaning they believed we're all citizens of the world, fundamentally interconnected through our shared capacity for reason. So empathy isn't just a nice-to-have virtue. It's almost a duty, a recognition of our shared humanity.
Okay.
And building a strong community, whether it's local or broader, it fosters that sense of belonging and provides crucial encouragement and support, especially during challenging times.
So how does this broader view of community, this idea of being a citizen of the world, how does that impact our individual actions? And ultimately, what might find us through those connections?
Well, when you genuinely recognize this shared humanity, this interconnectedness, you're naturally more inclined to act with compassion, with justice, with fairness towards others.
It changes how you interact.
It does. By practicing active listening, trying to understand others' perspectives, even when you disagree, we deepen our connections. And that, in turn, enriches our own lives and contributes massively to our emotional well-being and resilience.
So it's like a positive feedback loop.
Kind of, yeah. By being a good member of the universal community, acting virtuously towards others, you open yourself up to receiving the benefits of that interconnectedness. Things like support, wisdom, unexpected opportunities, all potentially finding you through that social fabric you're helping to strengthen.
That makes sense.
So we'd really encourage you, listening, to nurture meaningful relationships. Reach out. Engage in conversations, even difficult ones. Support those around you. Cultivating a strong sense of community doesn't just enhance your own journey, it contributes positively to the lives of others too.
Okay, so we've covered these powerful principles: virtue, acceptance, action, perspective, community. Now, the really practical question. How do we actually do Stoicism? How do we bring this philosophy into our daily lives? What are the actionable steps?
All right, the how-to. And the good news is, it's not some abstract theory you need a PhD to understand, or something to just be studied in a, dusty old book.
Right.
You can start really simply by establishing some basic daily practices. Morning reflections are a great example.
How so?
Just taking maybe 5 minutes when you wake up
Yeah.
to set intentions for the day, to remind yourself of what you can control, your responses, your actions, and what you can't, and to think about what truly matters, what virtues you want to embody today.
That sounds manageable. What else?
Journaling is another incredibly powerful tool the Stoics themselves used. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations is basically his journal.
Right.
Dedicate some time, maybe in the evening, to reflect on your thoughts, your actions during the day, your values, your goals. This practice can really help clarify what truly belongs to you, your core principles, and guide your future actions to be more aligned with those insights.
Brings awareness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you want to go deeper, there are just fantastic resources out there now that make Stoicism incredibly accessible.
Like what?
Well, you mentioned Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. That's a classic.
Yeah.
And it's essentially his personal reflections, very raw. But there are great modern takes too, like The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday, which offers daily insights.
Yeah, that's very popular.
And there are countless other books, podcasts, online courses dedicated to Stoicism that can deepen your understanding and provide sort of constant inspiration and reminders.
So integrating these practices, even small ones, into your routine helps you cultivate that Stoic mindset over time. It's about bringing these ancient principles into your modern reality, right? Enhancing your personal growth, your resilience, every single day.
That's the goal. Consistency is key.
So let's recap a bit. In this deep dive, we've explored some, I think, truly profound Stoic principles, and they all seem to circle back to that intriguing starting idea. What belongs to you will simply find you. We've emphasized that for the Stoics, true belonging comes from those internal virtues: wisdom, courage, integrity, justice, temperance, rather than, fleeting external possessions or circumstances.
The things no one can take away.
Exactly. We discussed the radical importance of accepting what we cannot control through amor fati, that love of fate, while always remembering to take proactive action aligned with our values where we can act.
That crucial balance.
And we talked about cultivating mindfulness and presence, being aware, which helps us navigate life's challenges with more clarity and a healthier perspective.
And when we live this way, really focusing on what's within our control, on cultivating our character, that's when peace, meaningful opportunities, and a deep sense of purpose have a chance to truly find us. It's a natural outcome.
Which brings us beautifully to our final thought for you to maybe just mull over. If it's true that what belongs to you will simply find you, perhaps the truest things that find us are the very virtues we actively cultivate within ourselves.
That's interesting.
They aren't just abstract ideas we admire. Maybe they are the actual guiding forces, the very things that lead us to live a life aligned with our authentic purpose, our true nature, regardless of the chaos or circumstance outside.
That's a powerful thought to end on. We really encourage you to reflect on these principles. Consider how this active cultivation of your inner self, your character, can enhance your own journey of personal growth and self-discovery, allowing what is genuinely yours, what truly belongs to you, to finally reveal itself.